So I was thinking the other day about how much love the counselors get, right? You guys love the counselors. We get an award every week. Counselor Appreciation Day is right around the corner. So I figured it's time to take the counselors down a peg. You know, it's time to roast them a little bit. You guys think that's a good idea? You guys want to roast the counselors? Okay. All right. Well, for starters, Miss Mimi is here. Miss Mimi is here. Miss Mimi is the sister of Miss Leah, which may surprise you if you don't have eyes. Miss Mimi almost never yells at her campers. Isn't that interesting? She almost never yells at her campers, which is really smart because it means I have to do all the yelling. Miss Mimi is from Bolivia, which is not the same thing as Bon Jovi. So do not buy tickets to one expecting the other, because they are not interchangeable, and you will get stuck in Bolivia for several months. It will be a nightmare. So, Bolivia, Bon Jovi, not the same. Mr. Liam is here. Give it up for Mr. Liam. Mr. Liam is from England, which is why he sounds so ridiculous. Can I have a bottle of water in it on a Tuesday? What a preposterous country. Mr. Gavin is here. Aw. Poor Mr. Gavin. He looks like if Harry Potter was vegan and dying. Switch out the bike with a broomstick. It's a perfect match. I will say this, at least Harry Potter has some work ethic. This guy, he strolls in week 4, then he goes, oh, by the way, I'm taking weeks 7 and 9 off. You only work 3/7 of your time? What are you, the president? Mr. Clive is here. Give it up for Mr. Clive. Mr. Clive is a summit counselor, which means his job is extremely easy. Mr. Clive was up here playing a basketball coach. Did you guys see that? He was playing a basketball coach? That's pretty funny because Mr. Clive's acting is almost as bad as his basketball. It's harsh but true. Mr. Clive is less likely to break your ankles than the holes in the base camp pickup tent. Miss Giroux is here. Miss Giroux, is she here? There she is. Sorry, Miss Giroux, I couldn't see you behind that Pathfinder girl. Did you know that if you stack 3 Miss Giroux on top of each other, they can almost reach Mr. John B's shirt? Miss Eva is here. Give it up for Miss Eva. Miss Eva is here because she was able to escape Australia. I'm assuming in a big water tank on a truck driven by Furiosa. No? You know, people think Mad Max is some dystopian vision of a godless future, but no, that's just what Australia is. Miss Eva loves having fun here at camp, but even she'll admit that there's nothing better than those Friday nights in Australia where she goes out with friends, cracks open a few sodas, and savagely beats kangaroos unconscious with a Mr. Andrew is here. Give it up for Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew is from Scotland, and if you thought the girl from Brave was hard to understand, ooh boy. Can you get my bunch of ladies to the dinner shed? No, I can't, Mr. Andrew. I cannot do that. I would rather listen to 10 hours of bagpipes than 10 minutes of that. Mr. Andrew, I'm sorry, but you need to stop talking like that. I don't know how. Maybe there's a surgery or something they can do, but we've got to get that fixed. Mr. Kyle is here. Give it up for Mr. Kyle. fascinating because he knows... Mr. Kyle is fascinating because he knows how to repeatedly lead the yellow team to victory, but he doesn't know how to lead a brush through that crow's nest on his head. I will say this. Mr. Kyle does know all the Gen Alpha memes, which is a really cool thing for an adult man to know. What's that? You know what Riz and Skibbity Toilet means? That's sick, bro. Keep up the good work, I guess. Mr. Axel is here. Give it up to Mr. Axel. Mr. Axel for losing push-up contests to random German guys. Remember that? Remember when Mr. Axel came up here and let his whole country down? That was embarrassing, huh? That was just catastrophically humiliating, I would say. Miss Anna is here. Give it up for Miss Anna. I don't really want to roast Miss Anna. Everyone loves Miss Anna, but I do want to roast that pathetic prize box she has. Good Lord. Yeah. Playing cards, airheads, and loose pencils. Is this the treasure box or the floor of my aunt's Toyota Prius? Mr. Sultan is here. Give it up for Mr. Sultan. Mr. Sultan claims to be from a place called Kazakhstan. Yeah, and I'm from Narnia. I asked Mr. Sultan, what is someone from Kazakhstan called? And the best he could think of was Kazakh. I haven't heard a lie that obvious since Mr. Jason was like, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. Miss Tatum is here. Give it up for Miss Tatum. Bless her heart, she could have moved anywhere in the world. Australia, Brazil, Africa, but no. She went, I want to live in New Jersey. The only state you can smell from other states. Miss Tatum is pregnant. Miss Tatum, allow me to give you some advice, because you are clearly not ready for this. First of all, you need to have 3 vlog channels set up by now. What are you doing? Secondly, where is the baby's Instagram? The baby needs an Instagram, and you are not on top of that. And thirdly, where are your pregnancy TikToks? You need to be making 10 pregnancy TikToks a day. Miss Tatum, do you even want to have this baby? Because if you do, you need to start taking its social media clout seriously. And finally, Mr. Jonathan is here. Give it up for Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan lives for free in his brother and pregnant sister-in-law's house, which isn't the Mr. Jonathan is from Brazil, even though he looks like he's from an early 2000s Salt Lake City-based boy band. We do love Mr. Jonathan, though. He has made a wonderful place for himself here at DCS, a place best described as right in his brother's shadow. Thank you, everyone.